Hi, this is Nikki with Above the Treeline Edelweiss, and today I'm going to show you how to import and export a markup to a catalog or a collection. For sales reps, there's a feature that allows you to work offline on a markup in Excel. The original idea of this being a sort of airplane mode to allow reps to work on markups when not connected to the internet. So the idea is that you export a markup from an Excel file. You can add and modify your notes and tags and priorities, things like that. And then when you're back online, re-import them to the same Excel file. This is still the primary use for this feature, but there's a couple other uses for it as well. So the basic function's pretty simple. I have a sort of test collection here that I'll use for this demonstration. It's got a bunch of Macmillan titles in it at the moment. And currently there are no markup notes for any of the titles right now. So in order to import your markup, you're going to want to select the account that you want to import the markup for. I'm picking Above the Treeline because that's my account. And then we're going to go over here to these cloud icons and click on the Import Markup icon. And so you can choose to import a couple of different criteria: your priority, tags, markup notes, suggestions, your note to self, and your comp titles. If you don't have some of those filled out on the Excel sheet, that's fine. You can just unclick them and it won't pull from that category. But for this purpose, I'll just keep them all checked. Then you're going to choose your file, search for the file you want to import. It shows up here, and then you're going to click upload. And depending on the extent of your notes, it could take a while, but that was fairly quick. So now you'll see our titles have markup notes. They have tags and they have notes in the formatting that I've chosen. And then if that's all you need to do, you can share your markup how you'd usually share it with your accounts. If we go to the Excel list I uploaded real quick, you'll see the criteria that you can enter here. So we have all of our general information about the title, the catalog that it's in, the imprint, ISBN, title, but then over here is where you can start to enter your markup. So your priority, your markup note, and in order to kind of format these correctly, it takes a little bit of trial and error, but it can be uploaded in the format that you want. Your note to self, any tags you'd like, as well as area, category, suggested, ordered, comp titles, etc. A couple things to note about importing markups. The ISBNs, you don't want to change any of the ISBNs because that's sort of the reference number to make sure that your markup is getting imported into the right title. If you don't want to include markups on a certain title, you can absolutely delete any rows that you don't want, and it won't update the next time you import. And note any changes you make in your Excel file will override changes made on the Edelweiss site, even if you leave the section blank. So, for example, if you take out this markup note here, this blank one, it will not skip it when you upload it next time. You'll have to delete the entire row in order to make sure you don't override your markup note with a blank field. The great thing about exporting and importing markup notes is it makes it really easy to share with other reps in your publishing organization. One rep can write up the notes, send you the Excel file, and then you can easily import their notes or vice versa. You could also make suggestions for one account and then import those same numbers as suggestions for another account in your markup using this feature. You can also annotate one catalog, import your notes into another catalog or collection that includes some of the same titles, so you don't have to rewrite everything 100 times. You just have to import it to the new collection. And if you wanted to apply the same values to a bunch of different titles, you can easily do that in Excel as well. And then we would import this markup, and then these would all carry the priority of featured. So that makes it a lot quicker on your end as well. This also makes it easy for stores that prefer to order using an order form. If you have all of your notes and your suggestions in your Excel page, you can just send that to them. The customer can kind of include the quantities they want here, send it back to you, and you can just upload it back into like Edelweiss, and the orders will show up if you're doing a rep created order. So those are some of the ways that importing and exporting markups can be useful to you. If you ever have any questions, please feel free to reach out through email to us at support@abovethetreeline.com.